Hi, welcome to Rada Kitchen. My name is Christy, and today I'm making a recipe out of our cookbook titled 101 Recipes That Use Apples. And this is an apple nut bread, and I'm going to use my fresh picked apples from my tree and a few simple ingredients, but follow along with me. So first of all, you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. You'll need a 5x9 loaf pan. This is the Rada Loaf Pan. It doesn't need any pre-seasoning. If you have a metal one, you will need to grease that pan. And so the first thing we're going to do is take 2 cups of flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, a half a teaspoon of baking soda, and a half a teaspoon of salt. And we're just going to blend those dry ingredients together. And then you can add a half a cup of walnuts. I didn't have walnuts, so I'm going to use these pecans. And I'm using this really handy Rada food chopper. This is the plain edge one. And it chops those nuts to just the right size that you need. And we're going to set that aside. Now in a large bowl, we're going to take a half a cup of butter that's been softened, a cup of sugar, and 1 egg. And we're going to mix that until it's smooth. And now we're going to add 1 more egg and a teaspoon of vanilla. And you just want to blend that together. So we're going to just set this aside. Now it's time for our apple part of the recipe. And you need 1 cup of shredded apples. So you'll have to peel them first. And I'm going to use this Rada vegetable peeler. It has a blade on both sides, so if you're right-handed or left-handed, it'll work for you. Now you can use any variety of apple in this apple nut bread. These are ones from my tree. It's a wealthy tree, is the name of it. It's a nice, sweet, good baking apple with a little bit of tartness to it. That's why it makes it a good baking apple. So now what we're going to do is we're going to shred this apple, so I'm just going to take this peeler. So I finely sliced them, and I'm just going to cut them into little smaller pieces with this French chef knife. And you just need 1 cup, and we're going to add that to our butter, sugar, egg mixture. And once you have the apples stirred into that, we're going to add our flour mixture. So this is how the mixture looks, and we're going to spread this into that loaf pan. And all these Rada knives and utensils I use are available as a fundraising option for your school, a club, a team. Maybe you have to, like, new choir outfits. Maybe you need some band risers. You make 40%, no matter how large or small your order is. You'll make 40% of those sales. And it's pretty easy to sell. It's 100% American made. They have a lifetime guarantee, and everybody can use a good sharp knife or useful utensil in the kitchen. So now we're going to put this in the oven for 50 to 60 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. And then you're going to let it stand before taking it out of the pan. So our apple nut bread has cooled completely. It's ready to cut. The 6-inch bread slicer by Rada Cutlery works the best. The little sawing teeth cuts right through that. And look at that delicious bread with the nuts in it. And that's in our cookbook titled 101 Recipes with Apples.